Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Set Amofa Study Abroad channel. We are the most authentic source of information about studying in Europe, especially studying in Estonia. We are following up on our previous video where we spoke about the lockdowns and the reopening of borders and how students who have applied for study in Estonia can come in this year. Now I have good news for you, and I have some kind of worrying news, but not so much worrying because there is something up to it. The good news is that if you have applied to study in Estonia, no matter where you are coming from in the world, you can come in. From the 6th of July 2020, the Estonian government has opened borders for all students coming from third countries. Third countries refer to students coming from countries that are not part of the EU or not part of the EEA or OECD. When I say students, that means those from Africa, those from Asia, those from even in Europe but not part of the EU, and students coming from America, anywhere else except the main European Union area, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, and the United Kingdom included. Now, this is the whole story. So, the Estonian government, first of all, just like many EU countries, opened the borders in the beginning of July for countries, people come from countries outside the EU who have less coronavirus cases. But on the 6th of July, the government decided that, okay, universities are pressing to asking to know more about how their new students can come in. So what they decided is let them come in on a condition. Now the condition is that if you are coming in as international student from non-EU country and has a lot of coronavirus cases, that means if your country has infection rate of 25, that means if one person's corona case can affect 25 people in that country, per calculation, then you have to 2 weeks quarantine once you arrive here. But that is okay, that's not a big deal. It means you have to go. But another thing is, when are the Estonian embassies and consulates opening for you to apply for a visa? I don't know yet. You have to check the country. If you're coming from Africa, maybe you want to go to Egypt, go to India, go to Turkey, maybe UK, US, wherever you want to go. But check when they're going to open for the embassy to work. And then you apply, and then come in, and then also calculate the 2 weeks quarantine period before the studies begin in late August, early September. Now, another thing that the government has proposed is that there's been a fight from the government that they want to reduce the number of hours students work in Estonia. For now, it's unlimited. Just like, unlike many EU countries, students have limited time. You can work for a number of hours. In Estonia, as of now, it's not like that. Once you have student visa or you have residence permit to study, you can work for as long as you want. But now the government is beginning to think about it because the argument is, if you're coming to study, then you have proven that you have money to fund yourself. Why do we allow you to work full-time and sometimes 24 hours unlimited? So the government is saying, okay, we are considering reducing the number of work hours for students to 20 hours or 16 hours. This is inconclusive yet. The universities are arguing with the government back and forth, but we don't know yet. According to the Estonian national broadcaster, what we are sure of is that the government is saying previously people would come in, masters and PhD people would come with their families. Now, PhDs can come in straight with their families, but masters cannot. If you're a master's student, a woman or a man, if you have a family, husband, wife, or children, you have to come alone. Unless you are a single parent who was born at the time of your study. Single parent, having a child who was born at the time of your study, or you have a disabled child, then the person can follow you. If not, then you come alone, and later your spouse would have to apply. There's another argument or another proposal that if your spouse can only come in 2 years after you have arrived. It means if you came to do master's program, 2 years would have finished. So there is no point for your spouse to come. But all these things are sketchy. They are still under the drawing board and they are still planning them and see what is going to happen. On the 16th of July, a new bill will be sent to Parliament to amend the Alien Act affecting students coming to study in Estonia. But what we know now is, one, you can come to study. At least if you are accepted to an Estonian university, the government has given a green light, effective July 6th, you can come in. So be happy. Number two, when you are coming from non-EU country, you are likely to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. Now, number three, check when the embassy responsible for wherever you're going to apply for the visa or residence permit is going to open, because that is very important. Number four, government is reducing the number of scholarships for non-EU students and non-EU applicants. meaning that if you are going to rely on need-based scholarship, now the government is saying, if you say you want to study here and you have proven to the embassy that you have finance sources, then use it to fund yourself. The government is not going to give you any money or enough money. Number 6, if you're going to think of working to take care of your livelihood here, then you have to reconsider it because you may not be lucky anymore. These are the things that I want you to be aware of. Now we are waiting for the new bill that will come out from 16th of July. I'm going to read it, understand it, I'm going to tell you more. But if you have already applied and you're waiting for then you are ready to go for the application. But if you have not, please consider these changes and think about it. If you think without the help of full-time work, without government scholarship, you can still survive here, then please come. If you can't, if you think you can't, then reconsider your decision. Now it's getting tougher and tougher, but as the day goes by, I'm going to help you understand all these things. I hope I've been able to tell you more, but I wish to see you very soon in Estonia. It's a very good place to study, I must say, even though the laws are becoming tougher. It's not new. I mean, in many countries, these laws are existing. In Estonia, it's new here because they start with an open arm system and now you need to close it to meet just like other countries. That is why it looks, but I don't think it's the worst thing that will happen. Probably these are all proposals, they may not even come into existence. So cheer up and begin your application, all your visa processes, and I hope to see you very soon. I wish you all the best and have a great time. Have a great time and I will see you soon. I will say ciao from Valley, the Freedom Square of Estonia. This is a monument built to commemorate the Estonian independence of 1918, and this is the space for national events and the national independence celebration. I want you to look around. That is just in front of me is the St. John's Church, which is it has a bell that rings every hour, and this is in fact we are still in the center of the city. It's has a lot of buildings coming from the early 20th century. So when you visit Estonia sometime in the future, you can come take a walk here and we can have a good time. See you. Bye.